Councilwoman Cirelli.
Yes, sir.
You were here for the entire proceeding today at the CIC meeting to deal with the credit card expenditures. What's your take on the meeting?
I'm quite dissatisfied.
In what regard?
In the fact they even had to have this meeting. I don't understand where an employee takes it upon themselves to bring to the mayor and says, here, you can get a credit card. And then when I asked for papers, I did not get everything that I should have received to be able to make, hide nor hair out of this whole thing. It's a mockery. It's abuse of taxpayers' money. The Ohio Revised Code does not permit this action. And I've contacted the gentleman who's going to do the audit of the CCIC on the state level to bring it to his attention. Because I think it was totally improper what has occurred here. It brings a mistrust on government. And it's just, how do you mess? I have 3 credit cards. I know exactly what I'm purchasing with each credit card. And how does something go for how many months, and this board meets every month, and they were not even aware of it? That's totally unconscionable. And then for an employee to not even open the mail, and they incur a late fee on something they shouldn't have had in the first place. If I'd have been on the board, it would have been a whole lot different.
I see.
I would not have go along to get along, and that's what I think they did,
So there
to
would
wash
have been
their hands of it.
There would have been some no votes
There most definitely would have been some no votes.
on the approval.
And I also think there should have been some kind of no penalties. Not even, a slap on the hand for people to know that they did the wrong thing.
You're talking specifically about Mayor Healy?
Yes. And I even question the other people. The lady, Linda Barnes, has worked in community development. It was just inconvenient for her to put it on her credit card. So she says, let's get a credit card. Hello? I don't know anybody that allows that comes to their superior and makes this advice, and then the superior says, oh yeah, that's a good deal. All these things, because they've been done for years, were with purchase orders. And nobody's ever had any problem with that. You pay for it up front, and then you get reimbursed.
Okay.
And reimbursing a consultant for his room, excuse me, he gets paid as a consultant. And an awful lot of these things, that these people are getting paid, period. So they've got to get this wonderful accolade thrown at them, so that on taxpayers' money. I have no problem with all this.
You heard the discussion among CIC members about whether or not CIC should be paying for a Chamber of Commerce member attending a recognition dinner. People from the city of Canton. Do you share those concerns?
Yes, I do. The Chamber of Commerce, they make very good money. I would think if they say they're volunteers, they would volunteer their services for that if they wanted to attend the meeting.
I see.
That's outside the scope of saying, yoo-ha, I'm going to go on the taxpayers, on the dole, on the public dole.
And for the city of Canton, too, because city of Canton is something different than the CIC Corporation.
I can appreciate that, but as a former county commissioner, when we had no monies, and that's what we're hearing now from this mayor, is we have no monies. I paid for every single thing myself out of and was never reimbursed, by the way, and including foster parent dinner, and I was on the dais, and I bought my own ticket, and we never asked for reimbursement from the county because they didn't have any money.
Okay.
I mean, it's inexcusable now. They're having using taxpayers' money whenever we're in a crisis. Hello? How do you justify that?
Now, in the future, when the CIC considers in advance whether or not to approve an expenditure, is this a discussion, in your opinion, that the City of Canton representatives and administration, the Service Director, Warren Price, and the Mayor, William Haley, should be participating in the decision-making on whether or not to approve such expenditures?
No, just as they were asked to recuse themselves today, I think the same thing should come up there. It should only be on this board. Obviously, some of us here came here today, we weren't allowed to speak as you heard. As that one young lady whom I don't know asked if she could say something, and they told her no, this was just strictly for the board. So it functioned without those two members here, and the board should take it upon themselves and discuss it without those members.
So you
present.
think that Mayor Healy and Service Director Price should abstain from any votes that where
Involved
a
in-
city of Canton interest may be involved in whether or not the CIC approves a given measure?
Well, it almost looks like a conflict of interest when you're sitting on the board and then you're going to benefit from what you're sitting on and voting for.
And so you think those members should
Excuse themselves.
excuse themselves?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.